Hey, what up, you guys? It's your girl Jasmine. You can also call me Chocolate Minnie, and today I have a very special video for you guys. I know a lot of you guys have been in my inbox asking me, like, how have I been losing all of this weight? What kind of things have I been doing? How have I been maintaining this weight loss, especially with the holidays that just passed? And you guys are in luck because I finally decided to sit down and tell you guys everything that I've been doing. Definitely make sure you guys stick around to the end of the video because I have an even bigger surprise for you, so you definitely do not want to miss that, okay? So I have lost a total of 70 pounds between July 1st, 2022 to today, January 6th, 2023. So July, August, September, October, November, December, January. So 6 months I have been doing this stuff. And you guys, first of all, I have to say thank you to God. If it was not for God, I would not be able to have this motivation, this dedication, this discipline to keep all of this weight off. So I definitely have to say thank you to Him. And you guys, I have done a lot of, what do I want to call it? I have done a lot of just finding myself, okay? And basically taking care of myself mentally along with physically, okay? So I have tried weight loss stuff in the past, diets, fasting, cleanses, like I've tried it all. I have been trying to lose this weight for almost 10 years now, and I was the biggest back in 2020 to 2021 before I started losing weight. I was my biggest. My heaviest weight was, and I cannot believe I'm telling you this, my heaviest weight of all time was 330 pounds. I was able to lose about 20 and then I fell off. So between July 1 to now, my highest weight, I was 310 pounds, and now I'm down to 240. I would like to get to about 200, 190. That's like my target. We'll see how it goes. But when I was playing basketball back in college, I was around 215, and I was very happy with that weight. So I'm gonna just play it by ear and see how I look. But I'm definitely trying to get down to around 200 pounds. That's like the healthy weight for someone my height because I am 6'3". Okay, so what have I been doing? Okay, well, number one, I am a vegan. I have been vegan since September, so October, November, December, January. I have been a vegan for 4 months now, you guys, and that has like literally saved my life. And I'm not even trying to be funny. I know the holidays just passed, and I was actually pretty worried about would I be able to maintain being a vegan during Thanksgiving, during Christmas, during New Year's, all of that good stuff. And I'm just shocked that I was able to do it. You guys, listen, I used to love food. Like, food was my addiction, okay? I would eat it when I was happy, sad, depressed. Like, as soon as I woke up in the middle of the night, like, I just love food. Like, that was my thing. I love sweets, like brownies, cookies, ice cream. Oh my God. Like, I was definitely a sugar junkie, a sugar whore. Like, that was me, okay? And I also love pasta. I hadn't been eating like a whole bunch of fried food anyway for the past several years, just because fried food and sodas always used to make my skin break out. Like, I would get pimples and zits and stuff. So I have been stopped eating fried foods and soda. I wasn't too much into fast food. Like, even before being vegan, I never really went to McDonald's or Wendy's or any of those type of things. And one other thing, I was never a snacker. Like, it was rare if you guys saw me with a bag of chips or Cheetos or, you know what I mean? Like, that just wasn't my thing. Chocolate was always my thing. I could go back for seconds, thirds, fourths, fifths. I could eat a whole cake if I wanted to. Like, I was definitely a sugar whore, like I said. Now, okay, what kind of things? Because there's a difference between being like plant-based and also being like a junk food vegan, okay? So before we get into that, let me just explain to y'all what veganism is. So it's a plant-based diet, and I'm using the word diet loosely because I plan on being vegan for the rest of my life. So it's not just a fad, it's not just a phase, it's not just something I'm gonna do until I'm at my goal weight and then I'm back to what I was doing before. It's not like that. Like, I intend on being vegan until the day I die. I'll never eat dairy products again, meat, any of that stuff. Like, it's 100% gone and never coming back into my body. Okay, so I'm definitely more of a healthy vegan eater. I don't do a whole bunch of snacking, like I said. I don't eat out that much. I used to when I first started, because I was just trying to figure out, like, well, what kind of things can I really eat? Just trying to get, used to this diet change. But now that my body's used to it, now that I'm mentally accepting the fact that I'm never going back to my old lifestyle, I do a lot of cooking at home. And I'm one of those people, like, I can eat the same thing like every day and never get sick of it. Like, that's just me. Like, I know some people, they can only eat something for 1 or 2 days and then they're like waiting for something else, but I'm not that person. I've been eating dairy-free yogurt with blueberries and strawberries and granola for the past 6 months every day, faithfully for breakfast, and I love it every single day. Like, I'm not dreading it, like, oh, here we go with this yogurt. Like, no, that's like my favorite meal now, because it's sweet, but it's also healthy. You don't need that much of it to get full. So that's what I've been doing for breakfast. I'll get the silk yogurt. It's like in a gold and white container, individual size. I get the vanilla flavor. I'll cut me up about 10 strawberries. I get a big handful of blueberries and, maybe like 3/4 cup of granola. And that's my breakfast every day. Sometimes I'll switch it up and I'll do like the just egg with potato, like golden potato, peppers, onions, avocado, but 9 times out of 10, I'm eating the yogurt. For lunch and dinner, I do a lot of soups. Especially because it's been so cold. I love soups. I'll also do like lentil burgers. I eat a lot of stews. So I eat a whole bunch of stuff. If you guys follow me on my Facebook, I actually post more of what kind of foods I eat. Like, I'll just post like, oh, this is what I have for lunch, da-da-da. I also do a lot of smoothies, you guys, especially after the gym. So that will consist of a little bit of soy milk. I'll do banana, blueberries, strawberries. Listen, when it comes to berries, you guys, you can eat as much berries as you want. So blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries. Eat as much as you want. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I'll put some spinach and kale in my smoothies. And yeah, and some ice cubes, and that's what I eat. So, okay. Now that I've explained to you what being vegan is, I also do like the cheese, this vegan cheese and stuff like that. You can sprinkle on different things, especially when I do like my lentil burger and stuff like that. So now that I've explained to you guys what veganism is, let me just tell you guys like the effects of it and like how I feel now that I've been vegan for 4 months now. Number one, I'm so full of energy, you guys. Once I'm up. Like, I don't nap. I'm not tired midday. Like, I'm up. I'm fully awake. I don't even drink coffee anymore. I don't do any caffeine. I used to be like a caffeine junkie as well. Like, I had to have my morning coffee. Not anymore, you guys. I haven't had coffee in like 6 months and I'm loving it. Like, my face is cleared up. Now, I do have like a facial regimen that I do, but my face is just so much brighter. People talk about how I have this glow. I don't know if the glow is from being happy or being vegan. I don't really know what the glow is from, but people talk about how beautiful and bright my skin is. So I'm not too sure if that has anything to do with being vegan, but I see it. Like, I definitely see the difference. And the biggest thing for me is just how I've been slimming down. Like, I used to be very, very wide, and every time I take pictures, because you guys know I'm a content creator, when I look at the pictures, I'm like, wow, like, I'm so skinny. It's crazy because when I look at my old pictures, back when I was at my heaviest weight, I'm like, ooh. Like, I can't even believe that I was that big. Like, it's mind-boggling. It's crazy. Another thing I noticed is my hair. My hair has always been thick. Now, I did have like a piece of my hair that broke off, like a little section from the box braids, and it's growing back so fast. So I'm just like shocked at all of this. And then on top of that, like, I'm just so much happier. Like, again, I don't know if I can blame that on being vegan or just being healthy and working out, but I will say that my energy has just completely shifted. I'm always smiling, I'm always happy. I feel so confident in myself, and I feel like it radiates through my interaction with people. And being vegan, it's great. Like, I'm healthier, I've lost so much weight. Now let me tell you guys about like my medical stuff. Now, my blood pressure has gone down. Typically, my blood pressure was around like 140. I was like borderline high blood pressure. I never was put on any blood pressure medication, but my blood pressure would sit around 140 over like 90, I believe. Now, when I go to the doctor, I'm around 130. So it's slowly going down. Another thing that has shifted is my blood sugar. I was pre-diabetic before I had started my weight loss. And now I'm no longer pre-diabetic. I'm in healthy range. Still like on the higher end of healthy range, but I'm no longer in that pre-diabetic range anymore. So I feel like if I continue doing these things and just living a better lifestyle, eating right, working out, then I feel like my blood sugar will get even lower. Another thing that I had was cholesterol. Now there's two types of cholesterol. I'm not too sure which one, but one of them was slightly high. They didn't want to put me on medication before, but I don't have any like high cholesterol anymore either. That came back fine. And again, I'm gonna keep doing these updates. So the next update I'll bring my medical stuff so I can like spit off numbers, but just know like I don't have high cholesterol anymore. I used to, but I don't. I used to eat a lot of I used to eat a lot of bacon and eggs. Like that used to be my regular breakfast, like every day. Like I love bacon. Like I absolutely love bacon. I was one of those people that thought bacon belonged on everything. Okay, that was me. So I'm not shocked that I had high cholesterol in the past. And now that I don't eat any of that, like I don't have that problem. Like it's crazy. I don't eat anything with cholesterol. But being vegan in my diet, like I don't eat too much of fatty foods. I still do eat some sweets, you guys. I do enjoy Ben & Jerry's has this non-dairy. Oh my gosh, now that is crack in a pint, okay? Ben & Jerry's has this non-dairy ice cream. It's so, so good. So many good flavors. And I still enjoy that. Now, I don't eat the whole pint at once anymore. Now, one pint will last me like 3 days, 2 days sometimes, but most of the time it's 3. So I'm only eating like a third of the pint in one sitting. But you guys, like, I'm just so happy with all the weight loss. Now, if I can find a good before and after picture, I will attach that to the end of the video so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But if you guys have been following me for a while, I know you guys can see it in my face and my neck area. Even like my chest area, I'm starting to see the bones. I can see my rib cages now. I've never seen that before. I can see like my ribs. It's just crazy. Now, one of the things that I can say, and this isn't just about being vegan, this is just like losing a whole bunch of weight in general. I am starting to get some saggy skin, especially like in my inner thighs. I wouldn't say I'm insecure about it yet, but I do notice it. It does irritate me sometimes. But again, it's the small price that you pay to be healthy, especially if you've lost as much weight as I've lost. And I still have more weight to lose, so I am a little worried about like how I'm gonna look once I'm at my goal weight. I do plan on getting some skin removal surgery. I'll probably end up doing like a breast lift, just because most of the weight that I've lost has been in my upper body. So like my arms, my chest, my breasts, my stomach. It's crazy. Like it's crazy. Like it's crazy. Now, back to the holidays. The holidays, because I have been vegan for 2 months before Thanksgiving, I was kind of used to being a vegan and eating right and my regimen, going to the gym and stuff. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, Thanksgiving was not difficult for me to stick to my plan. Now, I was fortunate enough, my family, they made me a sweet potato, and then when my mother-in-law boiled the noodles for the macaroni and cheese, she pulled out some noodles for me, and then I made my own vegan macaroni and cheese version with my own vegan cheese. I had some peppers, onions, and broccoli and peas I put in it. And then I put my vegan cheese and some butter, and I made my own macaroni and cheese. She also made me some stuffing with vegetable broth instead of, I think she normally uses like chicken broth or something, but she made me my own stuffing, and so I was satisfied. And then I brought my Ben and Jerry's ice cream for dessert, so I was able to eat dessert with everybody, but I just had my own non-dairy dessert. So that wasn't difficult. And actually, I went to the gym that morning before Thanksgiving dinner. So working out and eating healthy has just really been like a part of my lifestyle. Now, of course, there are days when I don't go to the gym or whatever, I don't feel like it, but for the most part, I'm at the gym every other day or every day, 5 days a week. So those things, it's once you get into the gist of eating better and knowing what you can eat and not eat, it really wasn't tempting to eat regular food. Like, and I think for me, you guys, and I can't stress this enough, again, I've been working on my mental health for the past year, okay? So late 2021, all the way into 2022, I've been working on my mental health, and I've been very dedicated to fixing my traumas and becoming a better person. Like this past year has really been devoted to that. So I think that also had a big thing to do with how I was able to continue down this path of eating right, you guys. If your head is not in it, like, you can fucking forget about it, okay? You will come up with excuses, you'll not be motivated, you won't be disciplined. So honestly, guys, between God and fixing my attitude and fixing my mindset, I think that is what has really helped me to achieve this goal this time around. Because like I said, I've been trying to lose over 100 pounds for years, okay? For years, seriously, for at least 5 years, period, okay? So, but I wasn't mentally strong like I am now. So I think that has really had a lot to do with it. The other thing that I think has made it more successful for me is my environment. I don't go to work anymore. I'm not around people like I used to be. So like in one day, I might interact with a total of 3 people. And most of the time that's over the phone, okay? So I don't have outside distractions. I don't have kids that have to eat certain foods and it's, soda or, I don't have any of that. So being able to stay focused and only have my influence and my trainer's influence in my life has made it so much easier. Like I said, I've tried before, and it was definitely more challenging when you're trying to eat a salad and you're in your break room at your job and people are coming in with fried chicken from Bojangles and shit. Of course it's gonna be harder at your job if they're having potlucks and shit. That's difficult to be able to, resist that stuff when it's right in front of your face. But because I spend so much time by myself now, I think that also has a lot to do with how I've been able to be successful in my vegan journey and my weight loss journey. Another thing I can say is hiring a personal trainer, because now I have someone to hold me accountable. Like, he's also a vegan. He's a vegan for loving animals and stuff. So he's really hardcore with it. I'm vegan because I love animals too, don't get me wrong, but I'm vegan because I wanted to be healthy. I want to live a longer life. So our reasons of being vegan are different, but what I can say is having him to talk to and talk about different recipes and things, and when I tell him recipes that I followed, sometimes he'll even adjust it. He'll be like, okay, well, instead of the rice, do the right rice, or do this instead of that, or use cauliflower. You know what I'm saying? So having that person to talk to every day, damn near, about what to eat, what not to eat, and just to bounce ideas back off of each other, like, that has definitely been a game changer for me, because I never had a personal trainer before. Like, you know what I mean? So, and then the other thing is, like, when we schedule our appointments, our workout sessions, in the morning, if I don't feel like going, I still have to go, because I already told him I'm gonna be ready to go to the gym at 9. So, you know what I mean? I can't text him at 8:30 and be like, hey, yeah, I'm not going. But if it was just me by myself in this journey and I didn't have a personal trainer, if I didn't feel like going, I could just not go, and I don't have anyone to answer to or to cancel on. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. But yeah, like those things have really helped me this time. And then like honestly though, the biggest thing is God and change my mindset. But I'm just giving y'all other things that I feel like have helped me this time around than all the other times that I've tried to diet. The other thing that I can say has really helped me is, I mean, my brand is me. I am the brand. So if I don't look good, if I don't feel good, I'm not going to be able to make money. Like, that's just how it is. And that goes back to, you know, focusing on my mental health and just trying to fix my traumas and stuff. Like, I'm the brand of Chocolate Mini Enterprises. Like, that's me. So I have to make sure that I look good. I have to make sure that I feel good. And I have to invest into those things. So that's really important to me. One other thing that I found motivating, once you start losing weight, like just seeing the growth, like when I look at pictures from like 2 months ago and compare it to now, it's like just seeing the change and just seeing how your body is changing. It's just crazy. Like I just can't even believe that I'm here at this point. Like, and it's crazy because I was telling my friend, I was like, look, in my head, I always thought I was smaller than what I was. And it's crazy because I never realized I was that big. Like I knew I was a plus size girl. Like I knew I was in the BBW category, but like I didn't know I was that big. I don't even know what I thought about myself when I was that big before. But what I can say is I always in my head knew I was small. It just hadn't hit reality yet. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's kind of like what they say, like when it comes to being like a millionaire or a billionaire, it's like you are already rich in your head, but it hasn't happened in reality yet. You know, it's like one of those things. And that's how I feel about my weight loss. I already knew I was skinny in my head. In my head. So when people would call me big, I'd be like, what are you talking about? Like I'm small, like the fuck. But that's because in my head I knew I was skinny. And that's what I was manifesting. I manifested being small. When I see myself in 5 years, I see myself very toned, very fit, very healthy, very health conscious. Like that's how I see myself. I see myself being a size small / extra small, toned, muscular. Like that's how I see myself. So that's manifesting. And that's what I did. I've manifested this weight loss journey. Definitely leave comments below letting me know what other questions you guys may have. Back to the food. So okay, the first time I was vegan, like maybe 5 years ago now, I had tried it and I was only able to do it for 2 months. There's a lot of brands that the stores sell that don't taste good and could really fuck it up for you if you want to try to be vegan. So let me give y'all some examples. Let me give y'all some brands to try if it's something that you want to do. So for instance, with the cheeses, don't do Daria. Don't do that brand. They sell it at Kroger. Don't, that shit is nasty, okay? Don't do that. Don't buy none of that stuff, okay? Don't buy the cheese. Don't buy the cream cheese. Don't buy none of that shit. Do not buy the Tofetti, whatever that shit is. Listen, stay away from those brands. Those brands are nasty and they'll fuck it up for you, okay? If you want to try it and enjoy it, I definitely recommend Violife for cheese. There are some other really good cheese brands. Now, if you guys have heard of this restaurant called Mellow Mushroom, they sell like pizzas, salads, wings, and stuff. They have a really, really, really good vegan pizza. It's my favorite pizza of all time. I put like tempeh, onions, spinach, mushrooms, bell peppers. I load it up with vegetables. But anyways, the cheese that they use on that pizza, I think it's called Better Health Light. Whatever brand of cheese they use for that, it's a franchise, so it's in many states, but whatever brand of cheese they use for that, that's also really, really good. When it comes to yogurt, I do Silk. So Silk has different flavors. I stick to the vanilla because I just love vanilla and I love eating the same thing every day. So I definitely get the Silk yogurt if you want to try the dairy-free yogurt. Ben & Jerry's has a really good dairy-free ice cream, but don't eat too much. Do not eat the whole pint because you'll kill your whole week if you do. But these are just some brands that y'all can try to see something. Now it is difficult, like when you go out to eat with people, but the Beyond Burger and the Impossible Burger are really good. I don't eat that stuff regularly. I try to stay away from processed foods, and that's another big thing that I wanted to touch on but forgot. I really try to eat clean most of the time. So I'm not eating a whole bunch of frozen, fake meat food. I'm not doing junk food. Everything that I eat really comes from the ground. I'm a true plant-based eater. Like I said at the beginning, there are junk food vegans and then there are plant-based vegans. Like I really am like 90% plant-based. If it didn't come from the ground, literally, I don't consume it. I don't do snacks, only the ice cream. That's the only thing. But yeah, so those are some brands that you guys can try if you're curious. Also, another thing that I could recommend is just taking it like in baby steps. So let's say you want to be a vegan. I wouldn't like go all out with it yet because it's going to be hard at first if you don't really know what to expect. Maybe just try like only one plant-based meal a day and then up it to 2 and then 3. You get what I'm saying? So like maybe do a plant-based breakfast or a lunch or a dinner and then still eat your regular food for your other 2 meals and then kind of ease your way into it that way. That will also help. Also, stay away from like a whole bunch of salt. I put salt in my food, but I do sea salt. I don't really eat like iodine salt. But yeah, like I hope that helps you guys. Now the surprise that I have for you guys at the end is I'm attaching some pictures of what I used to look like and now. They're not like in the same outfits because the outfits don't even fit anymore. So I'm literally just gonna attach pictures. So before and after pictures. So definitely look at those. Let me know what y'all think about all of my weight loss. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to leave a comment down below. I do respond to everything. So I cannot wait what you guys have to say and ask. And I will see you guys in my next YouTube video. Bye.